so today Gabe and I are going to do a bit of a product review, I guess. A few weeks ago, we were watching some YouTube videos on some other channels that we like to watch in regards to action figures and collecting and stuff. And we came across a new line of figures. Well, it's new to us because we hadn't seen them before. And they're pretty awesome figures. And what are they called, Gabe?
Mythic Legions.
Mythic Legions.
Da, da, da.
Very mysterious. So we thought they were pretty cool. We saw a lot of cool different figures. I think Gabe really fell in love with a lot of the customs that he saw, right? Why don't you tell us about some of the customs you saw, Gabe?
Well, I saw some Pumpkinhead guys, Ninja Turtles, and also some type of Ninja Turtle where he was like a gargoyle.
Like a gargoyle Ninja Turtle. It was pretty cool, pretty sick. We did find a place locally, or kind of locally. We live in New York, and we found a place right over the border in New Jersey where we could find them. So we went ahead and we bought a couple, and these are them. So we got three figures.
Very scratchy.
And we're going to talk a little bit about them. So let's put this one down here. And let's start with this guy. So we're going to bring him in close so you can see him. And so you can see Gabe. Say hi, Gabe.
Hello.
All right, then you can see me. So this guy, he's green. He's kind of orky, right? And you know, we don't want to infringe on any licenses or products, so we'll say that he's a bit mossy. And his name is Bryophytus, maybe? B-R-Y-O, if you can see that there on the camera, B-R-Y-O-P-H-Y-T-U-S. Now, each one of these guys has a little bit of an origin story on the back of the package, you can see. Feel free to read that. Our second guy, Gabe's going to hold up there. Hold him up to the camera so the folks can see him. Why don't you tell us what he looks like, Gabe?
He kind
Let's move it over so we can see you. Go ahead.
He kind of looks like a green skeleton. That could like glow in the dark, maybe.
Okay. What else do you find interesting about him?
He I don't know.
His name is Scaphoid.
Oh yeah, scaffold.
I'm not sure, but I think scaphoid is a part of the body. We'll have to look that up. And our last guy that we got is this blue guy here. He looks pretty cool with his little blueness here. And Gabe liked him because he thought he looked like what? What do you think he looked like, Gabe?
He looked like kind of a bull sheep.
A bull sheep. So we got him. And I did read his story. I didn't read the story on the other two, but his story talks about how he is half of a demon. So he has a brother who is the other half, and hopefully soon we can go back and get his other half. All right, so we're going to talk about mainly three things. We're going to talk about playability. We're going to talk about posability, and we're going to talk about durability. Because Gabe plays with his toys. And that's why I think this is a good dynamic between us, because I'm a collector and I display for the most part now. I'm in my 40s. But Gabe, he's a youngster and he plays with his toys, and he plays hard with his toys. So I'm hoping he doesn't play too hard with these toys while we're opening them and reviewing them. But if he does, we'll see it together. We'll see what happens. All right, so here we go. We're going to open these guys for you. Had to switch around the lights and the video. Bear with us because this is the first time we're doing this, so we may not know the best way to do it. So first, the what?
The oid guy?
The scaphoid guy. That's his name, Scaphoid. But first, we're going to go with this guy, Bryophytus. All right. Okay, let's get it going, Gabe. Go ahead. Let's see. All right, let me see this card back. Now these are pretty awesome. If you're like me and a child of the 80s and 90s, you know how normally you would buy a figure and it would be attached, adhered to this backer board, and when you pulled it off, it would damage the picture. But these are nice; they slide right out, and you see it's like an 80s rock album cover. That's pretty awesome. Also on the back is the Mythic Legion story. So you may not want to, you know, pull these out and chuck them. You might want to hold on to them and read them. It's also got the cool character faces for the series that we're looking at. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, Gabe, what else we got?
We got the weapon.
All right, why don't you hold the bag up to the camera before we open it up? That's what it looks like, a sealed bag. Yeah, why don't I give you a hand? There you go. All right, one thing at a time, Gabe. Hold them up to the camera. Let's see what they are. Tell the people at home what they are.
Like,
Back it up a little. Let's keep it in focus. There we go.
a knife.
That's a knife of some kind. Yeah, let's see it. It's double-sided and bronzy looking. Nice. Okay, what else?
We have this shoulder piece. I think this is a shoulder piece.
Yeah, it looks like shoulder pauldrons, I think they're called, right? There's two of them. They're also a little brassy. They got nice little carvings and inlays.
A lot of these are like bronze color.
Yeah, bronze color. There we go. Look at that one's kind of decorative. The great thing about these figures, if you didn't know, or what Gabe and I had discovered when we were watching the videos, was that they're super customizable. So they sell other guys like this, other like orc, goblin characters, and you can put these on some and take them off, and you know, make an army of them if you wanted to, if you had the money to, because these are not cheap. All right, what else, Gabe? What's next?
This big staff. It's like a little scrapey at the end.
Oh, wait a minute. I think this piece goes on here.
Maybe.
There we go. There we go. Show them that. What do you think? It's like a Dumbledore staff, kind of? Like a wizard staff?
Green. Very, very green.
It's a pretty cool color green.
Like, it's very easy to customize that top thing.
Yeah. For magic making. Put that there. And what else? Show us the last two pieces.
We have this.
3 pieces.
We have a horn.
Show it up to the camera. I think that's what the knife goes into.
A horn. Oh.
Let's see.
What looks
It's
like a horn?
the knife sheath. Does kind of look like a horn, doesn't it? Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. What else?
This belt or strap.
Okay, we got a belt. It's brown. Has a slot in it for something. We'll see how that goes on. And what's that last thing in the back there, Bob?
It is a head with a beard.
All right, show him the face. Show it close. Okay, alternate head.
He has a beard-ish beard.
That's great. Look at that. He has a beard. We might like beards. All right. Now let's, so we got the backer board out and the little gear, what is this? Well, here's a piece of paper that says that the joints may become tight after production. And when posing Mythic Legions for the first time, especially during cold weather, it's recommended that heat in the form of warm air from a hairdryer or warm water be used on tight joints. All right, well, it's good that they put that in there because most collectors know, Gabe definitely knows, I just fixed some arms on some Marvel Legends this morning, that if the joints are stiff, don't force it, right?
Yeah.
Heat it up with some warm water or a hair dryer. Don't use a heat gun, that's too hot. But try and loosen it up, work it small bits before you snap it off, right?
Or you could just go like this.
Yep, move it slow. Or what happens if you move it too fast? You break it right off. All right. So Gabe, why don't you take that guy out of there? Oh, wait. We got one of these silica snack packs in there.
What?
Kidding. Don't eat it. It says throw away. Don't eat it. All right. Pull the figure out, Gabe. All right, give me this piece. We'll put this over here. All right, show the camera. All right, he's pretty cool. What do you think about him? First opinions, Gabe?
He's kind of like a Bigfoot because he's like, look at his feet. Feet size are big. So also, he's like a goblin covered in moss.
Moss? What does that feel like?
I don't know. Kind of feels like real moss.
Like fuzzy, kind of?
Yeah,
I don't know. He feels like if you're an 80s collector like me, the closest thing I could think of is like flocking, but it's not fuzzy. It's kind of hard.
Hardish fuzzy.
Yeah, it's kind of like hardish flocking. Okay. All right.
All the figures I play with are like plastic, so this is like softer than mine.
All right. Well, what do you got here in the package? What's this thing?
A baton.
A baton? I think it's called a mace.
Mace.
It's for whacking people over the head in medieval times, right?
Baton, mace.
All right, so let's take that mace out and let's show it to everybody. Here, go ahead, show that to everybody. It's nice, again, that bronzy look.
Everything, all the armor is like bronze.
Yep. And if that was real size and we were green moss-covered orcs, that would probably be handy to whack people in the head with, right?
I'll just be like, Stu.
Well, you get stronger. Why don't you put that down there? All right, so you see there's two twist ties on the back. You go back in the package pretty easily, but if you are going to do that, you should make sure that, you know, if you're going to sell it or trade it later, that you let people know that you've taken it out of the package. Oop, dropped one. That's all right, you can leave it, buddy. All right, so let's get the figure out. All right, Gabe, I'll let you handle him first. What do you think? Show him to the camera. All out of the package. Back it up just a hair, maybe a little focused, okay. All right, turn it around. Show the back of him. Okay.
Oh, he has a little hole in his back.
There's a hole in his back, okay.
Something goes on there.
All right, let's see the bottom of his feet. Does he have a hole for a stand? Yes, he does, a hole for a stand. All right, face him to the camera again. Let's talk about what we see. All right, so he's got these cool bronze wrist gauntlets or pauldrons or whatever they're called. He's got this nice belt that's very reminiscent of the old Masters of the Universe toys, right? Yeah. He has this brown loinclothy thing with what's on there. Let's see. He's got some dangly bits on there. His legs. Go ahead, Gabe. You go hold him again. His legs are. He has.
Hard to move.
Go ahead. Show him up to the camera so we can look at his legs. He's got some armor bits on his legs. You can look around Gabe's fingers, right? His knees, his legs, and he's got these big feet that Gabe was talking about earlier.
Big foot.
All right. So Gabe, why don't we see how he moves around? Let's see. Let's be ginger with him. He wasn't cheap. Okay, looks like his ankles have a joint.
Oh, he leaves a bit of
look
stuff
at that.
Around everywhere.
Looks like that little bit of that flocking is coming off, huh?
So he leaves a little bit of stuff everywhere.
Yeah. All right. Well, his arms go up and down. They pivot in and around. Okay, good. His wrists move back and forth and around. That's good.
Don't go up and down.
His arms come out and they go in. Let's see his head. His head moves side to side. Got a bit of a ball joint there, so it goes around. See his torso has a lot of motion. His legs, forward and back, out and in, Knees bend and swivel, and his ankles move as well. But I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I'll let him look at it. He is molting on our table here.
He's shedding.
He's shedding some of his mossiness.
I think you should just leave him like how he came out of the package.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that, but that wouldn't be much of a reveal if we just left him in there, right? Yeah. This is good. This is important stuff. This is why we do this, so that we can see what's going on with them and how they are, and playability and durability. And it might not have anything to do with his durability, but his playability. Maybe I don't want to have this green stuff all over the floor, you know. Or if you're playing with him with your toys, maybe that might be a downside, right? So look, it says flocking coming off. All right, so let's see. Let's put these on him. So there's 2 holes in the back shoulders. So I assume these go in there. Okay, there's one. Now you can leave just one on, or you can put them both on. We're just gonna stick everything on him here. See how he looks.
Like, he looks more accurate for battle with like one.
One, yeah. Kind of like Spartacus, kind of with one shoulder going. This belt. Let's see. Not sure how this belt goes on him. I understand that all of these figures come with the belt like this, so I'm not going to put the belt on him because he's got this cool yellow belt on and everything. I don't want to shimmy this up over that, or maybe it goes across the chest. I don't know. We're not going to put that on him right now. We're going to put his mace in his hand. We'll put it in this hand. Okay, there's his mace. Turn it like that so you can see it.
What about his staff?
And we'll put his staff in this hand.
Everyone uses staff.
Let's see how easy this is to get in this hand. This hand is pretty closed pretty tightly.
His thumb's weak.
Well, let's hope we don't snap it off. That would be a terrible... Okay, there we go. There, we did it without breaking him. Hopefully. Or maybe he grabs up here, I'm not sure. But here he is with his staff and his mace. And you can see what Gabe was talking about with the beard, with the head that he comes with. It looks kind of like he's got short whiskers. And then this extra head has like a long beard on it.
Long chin.
So if we were going to get another one of these, we could change the head out and we'd have 2 separate ones. So you can see the potential for customizing an army building, right? We could get 2 of these and change the shoulder configuration, give one the staff, the other the mace, kind of change their positions within their little family group, right?
You could paint them all red, because I saw some Mythic Legions red goblin guys.
There are some red ones. I don't know if painting this would work because of the flocking, especially if it's going to fall off. But maybe there's something, we'll have to look up, maybe there's something, you know, online that people are doing to keep that from getting worse. You know, like maybe, you know, spraying some kind of glue on it or something, or clear coating it. I don't know, we'll look. But overall, I mean, he looks really awesome. Don't you think?
Amazing.
What do you think? Here, check him out, see what you think. Because this is for both people my age and people your age.
It's really cool.
He's pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Mean. He's a mean boy.
All right, should we go on to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll stick him over there. All right, and we're back. Just had to clean up the flocking that was all over the table there from the last guy, which is kind of weird. I'll have to look it up. I think I heard that was an issue with that figure, but we'll see. There was quite a bit of it that came off. So we're gonna move on to this guy. What's his name, Gabe? Do you know?
Scaphoid.
Scaphoid. very kind of reminiscent of, you know, Skeletor or Scareglow, one of those kind of characters. Very cool, very bony. He's got the bone appendages and stuff. That's pretty awesome. All right, good. Let's go. Let's not waste any more time. Again, I love these backer boards. They're so cool. Hold the bag up to the camera and tell us what's in it that you can see.
So there is one of those shoulder pieces.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them, in fact, and a little bigger knife that is green.
All right, well, let's open it up.
And a shield. And a bit.
Go ahead, take the stuff out. Show everybody.
The same head.
Okay, well, why don't you show them what the extra head looks like? And then when we show the whole figure, we'll compare the two and see what the differences are.
This is, it's I think this is like the same head.
All right, well, we'll see when we get the figure out. Why don't you hand it to me? All right, what's the next thing? Show it to the camera.
It's this knife thing. I really like it. I really like that.
Back it up just a little bit so it's in focus. There we go.
It's like green.
It's like it looks like a sword, but it's kind of like knife size, right?
Yeah, it's like knife size.
All right, we'll see how it goes. Put that there. So what's the next piece?
A shoulder blade, and those shoulder things.
Mm-hmm.
The blades. And there's 2 of them.
Those are pretty cool. Yeah. A lot of detail on those. They're slightly different color, right? They're a little more gold than bronze.
Gold.
All right, what else we got?
This belt piece. It's the same belt piece.
Another
It's
one of
just a
them.
little brown.
Another one of those, okay. And what's that?
And shield.
Purple shield.
Like, it's like some type of Joker thing.
Like a Joker thing?
Yeah, like Joker had like purple and orange and green stuff.
Okay. It looks very customizable, right? If you could come up with an insignia or something to put on here, or maybe even one of those vinyl cricket machines, and you come up with your army's insignia, you can stick it on there, right? Kind of like a blank slate. All right, let's see the figure. Take him out. Take the packaging over here. Okay, what do you see? What do you think?
He's like
Back him up just a little bit. There you go.
it's like a Skeletor or a glow-in-the-dark skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
It's green, or a skeleton that's been slimed.
Does he have any flocking or texture? I don't. No, none of that.
This guy's like better than the goblin guy.
Okay, from the mouth of babes. Let's see it. All right, he's got a mace as well. So here you go, Gabe. Show it to the camera.
This one's like green. It's like greenish.
Kind of matches the sword, right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, put it down there. All right. There you go. Take a look at him, show him to the camera. Let us know what your impressions are.
Very hard to move.
A little difficult to move.
Yeah. Oh, this arm is very easy. Like the I only like move this arm like a little bit like this. Boop.
Okay. I think you just got to figure out which way the arms move, right? I'm sure the other arm moves the same. Let's see. Look where the joint is. Yep, see? So move it in towards the middle. Yeah, let me do it for you. You don't know your own strength.
Nope, I'm just afraid it'll break.
Rip his arms off. All right, so his arms move in and out. Pretty sure they all have the same, basic articulation. Moves in and out. The hands, do the hands swivel? Yep, the hands swivel. His head moves.
Oh, I heard a big snap.
Yeah, that's that fresh plastic. He has these, let's put it, his arms down here. He has this part of his tunic in the front, right? That covers his bone legs, which are pretty awesome. And his legs move in and out, or I'm sorry, out and back. They move forward and back. Bends at the knee. And swivels. The bottom of the leg swivels also. I love these cool, like, dwarf feet from, like, Lord of the Ringsy, kind of like how big his foot armor is. They're pretty awesome.
Big.
And they really kind of highlight how thin his bone limbs are, right? Maybe that's why they're so big, so that they contrast. So he looks even bonier. Let's see, they both bend, yeah. On his back, he's got this slit again, like the other figure has, and the two holes for the pauldrons, or the shoulder armor pieces. I don't even know if that's the right word for them, pauldrons. Let's look at these faces. Are they any different? Yeah, a little bit.
I see a little tooth missing, and this one doesn't have any cracks in it.
Yeah, so if you look at the faces, like Gabe said, the one that comes on the figure is missing some teeth, or he's got some little jagged teeth action, and he's got some cracks in the top of his head, and this guy doesn't have those things. So again, you know, probably, oh, and it opens. Look at that, Gabe, his mouth opens. That's crazy.
Is the other one open?
Let's see if the other one opens. Nope, the other one doesn't open at all.
Oh.
So again, if you get another one of these figures, you know, you can switch heads. You can change the armors around to make, to make them, you know, make them different members of your army. Let's put these shoulders on them. Right, and I imagine, I'm not going to do it right now, but I imagine you could put the other armor from the other figure on him and put this armor on the other figure if you really wanted to customize it, right?
Or you could like break a few pieces off the figure, so you could like remove some things that you don't want from your figure that you want to customize too.
Okay, so you could customize it a little more, remove stuff, like maybe if it's like a zombie horde or something, you might be missing an arm or missing a hand to make it more kind of like Evil Dead, Deadite kind of army, right?
Yeah.
Let's put this in here. This handle is sideways. Okay, there we go. Let's put this in his hand. Okay.
But like, if you wanted to make like a skeleton dwarf, and like you had these spikes, you could like break the spikes off, and then like it'll be like shoes.
So you're going deep with the customizing. Shave these feet down, or maybe with another figure, switch the legs, switch the bottoms of the legs or something. I don't know. I don't know how customizable they are, and I guess that would depend on how good you are with your crafts and stuff. I watch a lot of kind of craft channels.
I do not.
So yes, you do not. So I wouldn't recommend spending $50 for a figure and then sanding his armor down and all that unless you really have a plan and know how to do it, because they're not cheap. These are not a cheap toy. But we have seen some amazing customs. So if you have that skill set, I think it'd be pretty awesome. All right, so that is our boy. What's his name, Gabe?
Scatteroid?
Ah, close. Scaphoid.
Scaphoid. I was thinking of like
right.
a gyroid from Animal Crossing.
From Animal Crossing, yes. Yes, I don't know about everybody else's little ones, but my little ones are obsessed with Animal Crossing and things like Animal Crossing. So, all right, and we're back with our third figure, and his name again is Zazar. Eventually, we'll get this figured out with the light and how to not make that glare on everything. But again, this is our first video, so bear with us. All right, so Gabe, open them up. Yeah, and this one's different from the other two. I don't know if he came from a different series, but the characters are different on this card than they were on the other two cards. The other two cards are the same. It's pretty cool. If you keep on to these, you can you know, kind of catalog your collection as you go? Or?
I think like, so on that,
Which one?
on the, what's this one? I think they took like the scaphoid guy and made his jaw red and other things to make this guy.
Well, that's a different figure, right? But you're right, it might be the same. It might be the same head sculpt. That guy looks eerily similar to another Masters of the Universe character, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But it might be, you know, the same. I think you're right, babe. I think it is the same head sculpt. Yep, same head sculpt. Good eye. Good eye. So that again shows you how you know, customizable these are. These heads can go on different figures and stuff.
So another shoulder piece.
Oh, two of them. Nice. And they're purple, metallic purple.
Metallic.
All right. Let's put them down here. Okay, what else we got?
A sword. A giant sword.
Yeah, it's bigger than the skeleton guy's sword, right?
And there's
what's
like
that?
the skeleton guy's same sword, just different. Or it's like the same sword.
Oh, I think this one's smaller than the skeleton
This
guy.
one.
Well, it's a matching set,
This
right?
one's bigger. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a sword and a dagger.
Sword dagger.
And this same brown belt that comes with all of them.
Brown belt.
I'll figure out how those go. I'll look it up and see if they wear them or if they don't wear them. It seems kind of weird, and it seems like it would be kind of awkward to put on the figure. All right, take the figure out, show them to the camera. Take that out of here. Oh, did something fall off of them? Let me see. Yep. Oh, not good. That just came right off. Is that supposed to be attached? Yeah, I think so. Okay, show it that way. All right.
So this piece just fell off.
Yeah. So that's kind of with the first guy's flocking coming off, and now this guy's loincloth coming off. Okay. Other than that, let's see. He's flat. He doesn't have a texture on him. That's good. Got these cool tattoosies. And what's this, Gabe?
A spear.
Some kind of spear. Pretty cool. All right, let's get that out of there. Let's take him out. Okay, here you go. Why don't you show the camera the spear?
Spear. Oh my god, the spear.
Okay, we got two of these twist ties again. I like that. You know, buy figures nowadays. They got 75 twist ties and tape and all kinds of stuff holding them in, and it takes forever to get them out.
Yeah, like I got a zombie Hulk, and he had like what 50 twist ties.
Yeah.
And they weren't like twisted. They were like twisted in knots and tied and stuff, and then I had to untie it.
Yeah.
all by myself.
And that's never fun. Okay, so Gabe, here you go. Let's let you show them to the camera and give us your thoughts.
It's like a sheep beetle.
A sheep beetle?
It's kind of a sheep beetle.
I think in the beginning you called him a bull sheep.
Yeah, a bullshit.
I think it's more like a goat demon, but
Like
I
the
like
beetle,
bull sheep.
Like the beetle thing.
I think I'm going to be calling people at work bull sheep. All right. So again, his arms move up and out, right? They curl in. If you check out this purple armor that he's got, it matches his shoulder pieces, his hip pieces, and his belt. He's got these cool, like, goat hoofs, like very demon-y goat hooves, right?
It's like a horse. That's as big as a horse.
Yeah.
If he was like our size. It's like the size of horses.
Okay. So, or horse feet, you know, like Gabe says. Let's put his shoulders on, and we'll see how he looks with them. kind of interesting. Like these would go on like he doesn't have a shirt on, so these would kind of be like football pads or something.
Football pads. They actually look like them.
They look like football pads, right? But again, you can customize it. Just put one on and maybe that brown belt across to make it look more cohesive. But he looks pretty big like that. Like he looks pretty jacked, right? Strong guy. We'll put his spear in one hand. And what do you think, his sword or his dagger?
The dagger.
Dagger, okay.
So having like two big weapons will like weigh him down, so like
Yeah, seems unwieldy.
he wouldn't like charge at enemies fast.
All right, so he's got his spear and his dagger and his sword. We will, let's see, we'll stand up. Shoot, shoot. Kind of weird because he has these extra joints on his ankles because he has the clogged feet. Okay, the sword we'll put in this little belt and put over here.
Ooh.
All right, so Gabe, final thoughts. What do you think?
Now he kind of looks like a horse, sheep, beetle.
A horse sheep beetle. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have to check out
So like the ears.
this piece to see if it stays in there. If it keeps falling out, that might be an issue. Other than that, I mean, for me, for the adult collector, let's bring this up a little bit. So for the adult collector, I think these are awesome. I think they're going to display really good. What do you think about for you, the kid collector? Do you think this is something you'd be able to play with without it breaking?
No, I don't think this is like very playable.
It's not playable?
Because like I have trouble bending the arms and knees.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get all three up here. Why don't you grab the moss guy, hold him in the middle.
I was grabbing Beardy.
Okay. It's our very first Mythic Legions. Probably the first of many because I'm digging them. But I don't know if Gabe will be able to play with them. But I think he likes them. Do you like them? What do you think? If you could put 2 thumbs up, would you put 2 thumbs up or 1 thumb? 2 thumbs. All right. Me too. All right. So again, I'm Pedro, and this is
Gabriel.
And that's what we think.